Hello guys, hope you are doing great. In this quick video I'm going to share with you some hacks, let's say, that you can use on a daily basis to deal with hunger. If you are on a caloric deficit, at the beginning it's easier to deal with hunger because you really are very satisfied, but maybe depending on for how long are you dieting or for how long are you in a caloric deficit, sometimes you will have some hunger and you really don't want to go above your calorie maximum, so you keep having progress and losing fat. So what do I do in those cases when I have hunger, and what do I suggest to my clients, and you most likely being one of my clients? Well, first let's start with something that you can consume that can help you to be satisfied or to stop the hunger, which a lot of times is actually a craving because you are a little bit bored or something else, but really not getting into that. What do I suggest you can consume without calories? One thing that I suggest to my clients is actually diet sodas, or these sodas that have 0 calories. Any beverage that does not have sugar but has flavor, which tricks you to have something sweet and in a way calms you down to not consume or snack on something. Another thing that I suggest to my clients, and I do it myself once again, and it does work, is to consume menthol chewing gums. And again, what does that do for you? It tricks your body to think that maybe you are starting to consume something, gets you distracted to think about consuming something else or to get bored, and it has shown even in studies to really help people. So that's another thing. So these are the two that you can consume that has no calories and can help you for 1 or 2 hours until you actually have a meal or you go to sleep, or it really depends on your situation. Actually, I have one more for you, and this depends at the time of the day where you are. Like if it's during the afternoon, you can have it. If it's during the morning, you can also have it. But if it's at night, I do not suggest you to consume this one, which is caffeine. More precisely, you can drink coffee. Like coffee, or caffeine in this case, it has some properties of hunger suppression, meaning that for a while it can stop you to be hungry or to crave something, and it actually increases, or it can increase, is actually most correct, your fat metabolism or your fat burning. So consuming caffeine middle of the morning if you feel like snacking on something, or middle afternoon, it's a good option that I sometimes use as well. Now moving into the caloric ones, this is really my biggest hack, and it can sound weird, but I learned this, from when I was living in Finland, or when I was in Finland for a while, let's say, and I saw people eating carrots. And I said, oh, that's a nice snack. I never thought about it. Anyway, there is one magical thing about the carrots. If you ever tried with carrots, I give you this challenge. So, what happens with me sometimes, I'm working in the front of a computer for many hours in a row, and then I start to get bored. And again, I'm not hungry. I know that, because I already have experience on this, so I know, this is just my body kind of tricking me to get distracted or something like that, but I'm not going to eat because I want to be lean and be healthy and all that. So what do? Is I grab 2 big carrots, I peel them and I just eat them. And the fact that while I'm in the front of the computer eating those carrots, that maybe takes me like up to 20 minutes. It involves a lot of chewing and it involves a lot of time. And those 2 factors are really great contributors to feeling satisfied, because your brain needs some time to receive some signals from the body to really say, hey, you are consuming food, so it's okay, we are doing well. And the other one, it's also because the amount of chewing dictates or tricks your body to think that you are consuming energy and you are satisfied. So really my big hack is to consume carrots during the afternoon when I'm on a caloric deficit, because it helps me really a lot. And now even here at my place, sometimes I even see my mother and my father doing it as well, because they have seen me doing it so many times. Now of course they have really no idea what am I doing. Last case scenario, or last options that I have for you, they are simple as this. My suggestion for you is the following: avoid fat at all costs. Almost all the energy that you get from fat will be stored, but it's not the same with carbs and it's not the same with protein. So the best options here are either you, for example, consuming an apple, you can consume like a big one because it has fiber, it has some sugar, so which can satisfy you, and it has a lot of water, which means that it does not have a lot of calories. Let's say if you go 150 calories above the limit that you should, it's not a big deal, and that will actually make you more satisfied and all that. Now if you consume something, I don't know, like a spoon of peanut butter, that won't satisfy you much at all because it has a lot less volume and it has exactly the same amount of calories. So as the last option, as I was saying, apple, one of my favorites, and sometimes I consume skyr yogurt. Like you can consume 250 grams of it, 300 grams with some flavor, and you really will only consume 150 calories, 200 calories max, and most of it is protein, some carbs, and satiating. It makes you feel good, it has flavor, a little bit of sugar, and that will do the job. These are my suggestions for you and hacks. If you want to use them, use them. If not, take responsibility for what can happen. But as you know, I have been lean for many years and I do what I preach. I'm not just saying this and them not using it. That said, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Give it a like if it was helpful. Subscribe to my channel if you are new here. If you have any questions, leave them on the comments below. And we see each other very soon, my fellows. Take care.